For now, great story. Super excited about our next guest in our next segment. A Quebec chemist and her company developing environmentally friendly fuel for spacecraft and rockets, and just won a bursary for young entrepreneurs. She wants to put the province on the map for space technology and wants NASA to go green with their fuel. Cristina Mottillo is on the line, a chemist and co-founder of Advanced Chemical Synthesis and Manufacturing. Cristina, welcome to the program.
Hi, Elias. Thanks for having me.
Now, did I say your last name right, Mottillo, or do I pronounce the L, Mottillo? How do I say that?
Mottillo, yeah.
Mottillo, fantastic. Cristina, thanks for coming on the show. Let's talk about rocket fuel. First things first, before we get to how great your stuff is, let's talk about the current rocket fuel. What are we using right now to get to space? Whether you're Richard Branson or Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or NASA, what is the rocket fuel we're using right now, and why is it so bad?
Well, there are different applications, different rocket motor types, and right now things that are being used are anywhere from a very toxic fuel called hydrazine, which is basically in most satellites that are circulating around the Earth right now. It also was used predominantly as a rocket fuel, although it's less used today. You have things like a version of kerosene, so basically a version of aircraft fuel. You have different types of polymers, as well as liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen used together. Now, all of these things have different issues with them, anything ranging from extreme toxicity to dangerous risk of spills. If ever something happens on the launch pad, it's terrible for the environment surrounding it and for the people who are using them. Or you need very, very, very low temperatures to store them, so they're difficult to handle. We're talking minus 200 degrees. So, there's different factors that go into the greenness and the usability of different types of fuels. Inherently, rocket fuels need a very specific set of properties, and often the chemicals that have those properties are either not easy to handle or very toxic.
Now, where do you get involved in this? Where's the crazy sort of passion that's required to get into, okay, I want to make a better sort of rocket fuel? How'd this start, Cristina?
Well, it didn't quite start as a passion for that per se. I just always wanted to commercialize research that was done at the university that I was involved in, and the great people at McGill worked on. And it started as a collaboration between experts in energetic materials and green chemistry, and it led to a few patents being filed. And now I really want to see this through and have it in a bunch of rockets all over the world.
We're with Cristina Mottillo, and she is a chemist and co-founder of Advanced Chemical Synthesis and Manufacturing. She's working on environmentally friendly rocket fuel. Cristina, tell me about your better way. Tell me about the solution and your rocket fuel and why it's so fantastic.
So we took a series of materials that are actually really hot right now, and they're very easy to handle. They're relatively non-toxic, and we tweaked the chemistry to make them energetic, to have certain triggers to control the energetics and release the chemical energy that's needed to bring something like a rocket into space, to release that energy on command. Now, what we have is something that's much easier to handle than things like hydrazine, yet has very similar properties, and also can be handled at room temperature. So it's really something that, compared to something like liquid oxygen or liquid hydrogen, is much different. And at the same time, we're aiming to increase the performance of current rocket fuel designs or rocket engine designs by using chemistry to make powerful changes in the fuel.
Now, the Quebec government has shown some interest in this. They've given you a bursary, a scholarship around $25,000 for this idea. You're one of 75 young Quebec entrepreneurs to get that honor. You mentioned during this interview, one of the things you're looking at, commercializing these things. Is there interest right now? Are you talking to people? Where do you see this going?
Yeah, we're working with a Montreal company actually on incorporating our fuel into the design. We're also working with some folks in the U.S. Who have expressed a lot of interest in the performance metrics that we have predicted on the fuel and how it can benefit them if they incorporate that into their systems. And we're always patenting new materials, new versions of the fuels. There's a lot of tweaking that we can do, and a lot of different applications that we can use to benefit the very vast set of applications that are in space exploration.
Christina, pardon the pun, but is the sky the limit here? Are you seeing right now just so much interest, whether it's commercial space travel, companies are launching satellites more than ever? Is now the time for a solution, a product like yours?
Yeah, absolutely. And you see that there's a lot of excitement right now, especially in the past couple of weeks with the launches of Bezos and Branson. I don't think that the space exploration is going anywhere. And the more we do these launches, the more we have to consider what the effects are on the environment. And there's no one key that's going to be the solution to all. But every step that we take in improving the chemistry and improving the greenness of the solutions that we have is a step forward. It's becoming more and more important.
How many people are working on your team, Cristina?
So we have 3 members right now. It's 2 professors and myself. We have a professor in the U.S. who's also working with us. Of course, we collaborate with university researchers as well, who are always amazing to work with and help us with the research.
Cristina, I wish your company, I wish you get to the moon. That's what I wish. To the moon is what I say. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Cristina Mottillo is a chemist and co-founder of Advanced Chemical Synthesis and Manufacturing.